Vale, aviso para los equipos. Antes de cada intervención os van a colocar unos micrófonos para que podáis, para que se os pueda ir perfectamente, ¿vale? Entonces, antes de salir, por favor, esperad a que los staff os coloquen los micrófonos. Mucha suerte a los dos equipos y que comience el debate.
Hola. No tengo sí. A ver, lo agarro. There's no doubt that Bill Gates was talking about technology when he said, "Never before in history has innovation offered promise of so much to so many in such a short time." Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed members of the opposing team, President Chair. My name is Melissa Viv, and I, along with the rest of my team, am here to represent the team Lions. We are gathered here today to debate the motion, "Are technological giants positive for the world?" Cambridge Exam Board defines a technological giant as a type of business entity that is a market leader and focuses primarily on the manufacturing and development of technology. Apple, Microsoft, Alphabet, also known as Google, IBM, among others, are considered prototypical technological companies. Keeping this definition in mind, our team firmly believes that technological giants are indeed positive for the world. One of the many reasons we believe this is that, contrary to popular belief, technological giants help massively in the creation of new jobs. Research shows that the labor market for high-tech workers in the Bay Area is as strong as it has been in a decade, thus destroying the common myth that the technology sector has a negative impact on employment. Not only are well-established tech giants creating thousands of new positions, but high-tech companies also generate a rapidly increasing number of jobs outside the tech sector, in the communities that they are situated in. Studies show that for each high-tech job in a certain city, 5 more jobs are created in local services. 2 of these 5 jobs are white-collar occupations, which require a university education, and the remaining 3 are positions that do not require a university degree. In essence, attracting a scientist or software engineer to a certain city can increase employment and salaries for those who provide local services. The multiplier effect in relation to the creation of tech jobs is a trend seen worldwide, and my colleague Marcela will provide further information of said phenomenon. Furthermore, technological giants have given us a tool which more than 81% of 16 to 55-year-old Spanish citizens with an internet connection use: social media. Social networks gives anyone, anywhere, a forum for their thoughts and ideas. It gives everyone a voice, thus encouraging people to act on their right of free speech. Presumably, due to the massive influence that social media and the technological giants that created them have, youth and political activists around the world have been early adopters of these networks, recognizing the personal and professional opportunities that platforms such as Facebook and Twitter might offer. Civil rights movements have followed in their wake, noticing that social media excels at what it needs to do: identify, educate, or mobilize diverse groups, thus encouraging discussion on typically taboo topics. Whether it be hashtags such as #MeToo, Free Period, and most recently Time's Up, which help deconstruct the stigma around sexual harassment and menstruation, or hashtags such as Black Lives Matter and Bring Back Our Girls, which rally for the rights of specific sectors of our society, technological giants have helped further these causes, thus molding a more tolerant society. As well as creating a more progressive society for more economically developed countries, technological giants are also allowing innovations in and opportunities for less economically developed countries. Last but not least, it is important to remember that technological giants are only beneficial for humans, but also for the environment. In a world where global warming is a massive problem, renewable energy is the key to saving our planet. Technological companies such as Google, Cisco, and Dell all stand out for using renewable energy for some of their respective infrastructures. My teammate Lakshita will provide further information on both this point and its predecessor. Again, technological giants help massively with jobs, with giving people the right to express their opinion and voice what they need to say, they help with the environment. With that being said, I, as a delegate of the Team Lions, would like to say thank you for your attention.
Hola. This apple is a technological giant. Good afternoon. My name is Matias Rodriguez Oban, and along with my teammates from the team of Susan D'Anthony, we answer the question, are technological giants positive for the world? With a strong no. Technological giants are not positive for the world because they have so much power that they bring many negative influences towards us. To support our posture, we have brought three arguments: a political argument, an economic argument, and a social argument. But before I expand on these arguments, I would like to say that the power that these technological giants have is negative because it gives them the capacity to destroy competition, to change the prices at their free will, and to pressure governments to do whatever they want. Now, passing on to our political argument. In this argument, we state that technological giants have too much of a political influence, which makes them be able to take decisions which only benefit them and not the society. Now, how do these technological giants keep such a political influence? They do this by three things. First of all, they are very big, so they have meetings with important figures in which they persuade them to do whatever they want. Second of all, they invest in lobbying, which is to seek an influence. And those millions of dollars which they invest in lobbying end up in the result of them having a very big vote. And third of all, they control advertisements. And regardless of whether the advertisements are true or false, or who posted them, they affect a voter's decision. An example of when the technological giants are proving to be superior than the countries is when they pay less taxes in some of the countries, which gives them a financial advantage, which takes us to our second argument, our economic argument. In this argument, we state that technological giants have too much power. So they are able to maintain an oligopoly and destroy the free commerce, which will eventually lead into a monopoly, which is bad, because they will not only control what they already control today, but they will control absolutely everything, and they will run the world down. Now, they maintain superior by doing several things. First of all, they buy and destroy their competition. Second of all, they copy and exploit their competition's ideas, as it happened with Snapchat and Instagram. After Facebook failed to buy Snapchat for $3 billion, Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp all implemented the ideas of the stories into their applications. And they also advertise themselves first, which gives them an advantage in the market. Now to our third argument. Our third argument says that technological giants have too much information on us. Now, this information is obtained illegally by using softwares like keystroke logging. And this can lead to two things. First of all, it can lead to a consumerist population, which is because they target specific people with specific advertisements to make you want to buy things all the time. And second of all, it can lead to the manipulation of people regardless on what subject it is, which can be a leader of another company or a politician. So, with these three arguments, the political arguments, in which we state that technological giants have too much of a political influence, the economic arguments in which we state that they have too much power, so they control their competitors and the social arguments in which we say that they have too much information, me and my team are completely against technological giants being positive for the world. Thank you very much.
Yo Hola. No, para nada. Bueno, la verdad que sí. Espera. A ver. Vale. Okay, I'm gonna remove that.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, opposing team and esteemed judges. I would like to first start by presenting myself. My name is Marcella, and I'll be doing the first rebuttal for my team. First of all, I'd like to start by rebutting the team's points. I would like to say that although platforms do provide consumerism, some people need these platforms for their lives. There are politically disabled people that have to live at home and that need these platforms. There are people that are disabled that can't get out of their houses, and although they might provoke consumerism, it still helps them out in the seasons they can't help. First of all. Second of all, I would also like to say that although you spoke about Keystroke Live, that is the only source that you mentioned about talking about information. I would like to point out that Google, Facebook, and many other companies have privacy policies. These privacy policies clearly state if you want your information sold or not sold to other companies, you will tell us if you want this or not. You agree or disagree to say this, and they show the rights that you have. I will now go on to my first point. I would like to say that tech giants generate jobs, support service jobs through the multiplier effect, as previously mentioned by my comrade. Now, an example of this by SF Gate is a technical giant called Apple, and we describe it as a technical giant. It employs 13,000 employees in the tech sector in Cupertino, Bay Area, and Silicon Valley. Now, why is the location important? Because that's where headquarters of various tech giants are. Through the multiplier effect, Apple supports more than 65,000 additional jobs outside of the tech sector, meaning that their most significant impact in this area is not in the technological sector, but in the domestic sector, creating more jobs. Secondly, I would like to point out an article by The Guardian, which uses the workforce of England to demonstrate the drop in agricultural workers. They point out that in 1871, 6.6% of England's workforce were agricultural laborers. Today, it has fallen to 0.2%, a 95% decline. Why is this important? Because lower numbers of laborers equivalent to higher life expectancy and a higher life quality. Now, the article then goes on to explain in a graph, which I have, that in 1871, 1.1% of tertiary workers, tertiary sector workers, labor workers, was very high, whilst the labor-intensive workers were a whooping amount of 12.2%. Why is this important? These two studies and statistics show that by there being less labor workers and more tertiary workers, they're now not doing extenuating jobs, which means a better quality of life. Jobs in the tertiary sector would include and are not limited to financial services, media and communication, public relations, and more. And it brings to light the new job markets that technological giants have brought, like, for example, social media marketing, campaigns done in social platforms. All these things are brought up by social giants. Now, I'd like to explain that these media platforms provide small businesses the ability to gain acknowledgement, to gain more than just the local community, and they spread their ideas towards the world. These small businesses usually accept funding for other less developed countries. I would like to then go on to my next point, speaking about less developed countries. Now, these countries provide not a very good economy, and technological giants usually have innovation in technology. Additionally, tech giants show innovation ideas towards providing internet possibilities to people in less developed countries. During 2015, Facebook made internet.org available across various countries. More than 11 countries only in the beginning, and their goal was 100 countries by the end of 2015. However, their reach extended by partnering with a local telephone company in this country. Less developed countries such as Indonesia, Philippines, various parts in India, Ghana, and these places. By doing this, they're making internet.org available to people of less developed countries and providing them an opportunity to contribute to the economy of their country and better themselves through learning. And they're also refusing to alienate themselves from the world. A very similar project from Google done called Project Balloon, which launches balloons into the air, balloons into the stratosphere about 20 kilometers above the Earth, and renewable materials. These balloons were made to laser beam internet into people's homes that live in poor remote areas and that have very poor infrastructure, like no buses, no railways, no roads, bad access to these places where technicians can't get to. Why is this important? Because these people have problems in their lives. They have taboos. The taboos about hashtags are mentioned in these people's lives on a daily basis. Thank you very much for your attention.
Yo creo que sí. Vale. No, espera. Vale. Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Guillermo Alejo, and as a representative of the team Susan B. Anthony, I will start by refuting the arguments of the opposing team and continue to construct my own. The opposing team has brought us a total of 3 arguments. The first one saying that they bring in new jobs, but this is just completely false. They, as my partner explained in his second argument, destroy these SMEs, which are small and medium countries, and which these, as you can see in this evidence right here, constitute a 63% of our world employees. And plus, the jobs that they create are our low-wage jobs, as you can see in this other evidence right here. They are low-wage jobs. For example, the truckers in Amazon are not allowed to pee. They have to keep driving. But even though you said that these jobs, they create jobs out of the sector. For this to be done, they have to do a company, or they have to serve a product that other small companies already serve. For example, if there's a company that serves shoes, and Amazon starts serving those shoes, that small company is going to die. And of course, everybody's going to buy the Amazon's product instead of the one in the corner next to my house. In the second argument, they said that that they promote the right of speech via social media. This has many flaws. First of all, your voice, in between all of the ones in social media, which are many, just goes unnoticed. Your voice is just one of many. But secondly, and more importantly, they said that they give you the right to be able, or to the right of speech. In no moment tech giants give you the right of speech. Tech giants just facilitate communication, but the right of speech is already there. And plus, social media promotes cyberbullying and being an introvert, meaning that you don't socialize physically with the people around you. And in third place, they brought us an argument saying
that the environment, they help the environment. And this is absolutely false. Not only do these big companies have a lot of factories which are spread all over the world, which all contaminate, they also, they don't even actually help the economy. They have plans to help the economy. But such does the argument, and such can every other company. This is not unique to tech giants. And now we'll pass to construct my arguments. We have brought a total of 3 arguments. The first one saying the political influence. And you guys answered it saying that, oh yeah, well that makes you know, with the third argument you answered it saying, what does it have, it doesn't make you more consumist because there are people that are disabled. What does it have to do that you're disabled and you're at home with your phone to being consumerist? These companies provide those advertisements for you to be more consumist, you being disabled or not disabled. But now our first argument is political influence. Policies are what control the world we live in. They control and prohibit certain people from doing whatever they want. They regulate the world we live in. Now what would happen if we gave the power of influencing said policies to tech giants? They would be able to influence international political decisions and control the growth of their competence. In our second argument, we state that it damages unfettered competence via many ways, such as they buying the companies that they see with future, they copy their ideas, the ones that the companies that don't let them buy them, or just directly the fact that they're tech giants, people just buy those and the other ones just fall. And as I explained before, these companies are important, and I bring another evidence which states that unfettered competence is important because it creates better quality products and lower prices because of the competence. Your question?
You stated that because they're tech giants, their products are bought. Can you show a graph or a statistic showing the correlation between a company being a tech giant and their products being bought?
Okay, well, first of all, not only can they advertise more and more efficiently, meaning that, of course, makes you more consumerist, and it's the first thing you see, so mainly it's what you're first going to buy. But, of course, it's just people buy, and it's stereotypes of iPhones, which are just, by definition, the best product. But, of course, many other products have the same camera, such as iPhones, such as the Huawei. And in our third argument, we state that they have too much access to our social and private information. This being bad because it creates a social dependence on these devices. They can control what and where we want by suggesting certain where to go or advertising it. And we follow instructions from these tech giants, becoming more dependent. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ashina Busnani, and I will be presenting the second rebuttal for my team. I would like to start off by rebutting the opposition team's points. One of the points that the opposition speaker presented was that social media or tech giants don't let small businesses flourish. I would like to tell you that social media, which is a product of tech giants, for example, Facebook, which owns Instagram and WhatsApp, many small businesses actually use these platforms to let customers know what products they have and that they exist. This means that these are attracting customers, that their sales and repurchase can increase. This means that your point is invalid. Now, I would like to talk about another point the opposition made, which was about privacy. I would like to tell you that every time you log on to Google or go to YouTube, there's a pop-up that comes up which talks about privacy policies. Thus, if social media or tech giants are using some of your information, they're doing it with your permission. And the consumers and users know so. So your point is again invalid. Because people are told.
Now, they said a point about social media and its influence. That is actually one of my own points, and I would like to use my point to rebut their point. So my first point is basically on freedom of speech and how social media, which is a part of the tech giants, facilitates it. Can we wait 1 second until I finish this point and then answer? Thank you. Article 19 of the United Nations actually states, everyone has the right to freedom of opinion and expression. This right includes freedom to hold opinions without interference and to seek, receive, and impart information and ideas through any media and regardless of frontiers. As I said before, social media as a product of tech giants facilitates this right. Now, I'm going to give you all some I'm going to tell you a quote about Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg actually told New York Times about this. He said, Facebook is a tool to create a more honest and transparent dialogue around learning. The result, he said, has been better solutions to some of the biggest problems of our time. Some of the problems we could be talking about can be those of sexual harassment. 570 people experience sexual violence and sexual assault in the U.S. every day. The U.S., which is a geopolitical leader. This infographic by 11 Project actually shows that only 2 out of 1,000 rapists, 1,000 I repeat, are falsely accused, and only 100 out of 998 rape cases are reported. This graphic has actually changed since social media has become influential. Now you may be asking yourself, how is this related to our topic, our question? Well, basically, you have things such as hashtags, and social media has tackled this problem through the hashtags #MeToo and #TimeSup. I'm pretty sure all of you watched the Golden Globe Awards celebrated this month, and various celebrities came in wearing black. Well, they actually came in, they wore black in support of the #TimeSup campaign that started on social media to enable victims to share their harassment stories. I'll take the PR now.
Are you aware that keystroke logging isn't included in the terms and conditions?
Do you have a source that confirms that? If so, I would please like to see it. Now, I would like to, before seeing the source, I would like to continue with my point. CNN has actually shown that since #MeToo went viral in the wake of sexual allegations made against producer Harry Weinstein, more than 1.7 million people have used this hashtag in more than 85 countries. 85 countries, I repeat. So, my answer is, yes, of course tech giants are positive for the world. How can they not be when they are promoting discussions on taboo topics that shape the society we live in? Now, I would like to move on to my second point, which is also a rebuttal to their point, which is environment. How are tech giants actually helping the environment? Common myths actually suggest that tech giants are harmful for the environment. I would like to say no. And studies by Greenpeace, amongst other sources, such as Guardian and BBC, have shown that tech giants are actually helping the environment and are promoting and encouraging people to use renewable energy. Greenpeace international IT analyst Gary Cook has said, Google tops the table because it's putting its money where its mouth is by public investment into renewable energy. Alongside Google, other 2 examples I'll be presenting are those of Facebook and Microsoft. Facebook has announced a partnership with Opower. So what this will do is us, as Facebook users, will be able to go to our Facebook page, see our energy consumption save, where we can save energy and help the environment. And now, going on to Microsoft. Since the company has implemented their carbon fee in 2012, they have reduced their emissions by more than 9 million metric tons of carbon dioxide equivalent, invested in more than 14 million megawatt hours of green power, and had an impact on more than 7 million people through carbon offset community project investments. So, I go back to the question, how are tech giants not positive for the world when they're doing so much for this world? Thank you very much.
it's clear that the digital world born of freedom has evolved into a creature of control.
Good afternoon, my name is Katarina Collison, and in my intervention, first I will refute the arguments of the opposing team, and then I will continue to construct
Our own arguments. The first argument of the opposing team was the impact of employment that these tech giants have. To which the first refuter of my team has already responded that the jobs that are given are terrible jobs, and that they are low-wage jobs that replace better-wage jobs. And this is another piece of evidence that we have that says that employments done by Apple, Amazon, Google, and Microsoft, which are four of the leading tech giants, these employments are only 418,000 people for a combined stock market value of 2.3 trillion.
This is the GDP of France, which has 67 million people living in it. Your question?
The statistic of employees which was presented to you, does it take into account the multiplier effect?
Can you repeat your question?
Does the statistic of the number of people which are hired by these tech giants take into account the multiplier effect, which is indirect hiring?
This statistic tells us how these jobs that are created are bad jobs, and the jobs that are taken away are much better jobs. Let me give you an example. There can be a company that has a manager, somebody who cleans, somebody who takes care of marketing, multiple jobs. If Amazon buys this company, or if Amazon
Takes over this company completely, there will only be one person dedicated to managing that entire firm, which means that all of these jobs that used to exist, they completely cease to exist.
The second argument was social networks. It says that this gives everyone a voice, to which we answer that this is actually a problem because everybody can say whatever they want and there is no censoring whatsoever. There's nobody there to manage
And control cyberbullying, or to manage and control anything else that can happen. There's no censoring whatsoever, and these networks can be dangerous, and they can end with people killing themselves because of what is said over line. There is no control over what you can say over line. Question?
You said that it is bad that people get a platform where they can speak about and say whatever they want. Isn't that one of the human rights, as I suggested, Article 19 from United Nations, and how is this wrong?
The thing about these social platforms is that they don't only let people say the good things, they let people say a lot of bad things. This freedom of speech isn't just good, it's very bad, and there's nobody there to control it. There's nobody there to put a stop to it because these technological giants
Spread it everywhere. The other team also said that it recognizes
other companies and that it gives them a platform to sell to other people. Here we have a piece of evidence from The Guardian, which states
that there were we have at least two examples of companies who came up with great ideas.
one of them was given billions of dollars by Amazon
To invest in this idea, and once that idea was successful, Amazon stole the idea, renamed it, rebranded it, and made it their own. So this innovation that was created was stolen by a tech company. These tech companies then make people
not want to innovate, because what's the point of innovating if your idea is going to be stolen, if you're not going to make any profit
from it, and if you're going to feel cheated. Now I'll pass on to construct our own arguments. Our first argument is a political argument,
which is that because tech giants are so huge, they have an unfair sway in politics. We're going to use an example of when tobacco was huge a long time ago. These tobacco companies,
since everybody was smoking,
they had a lot of power and they had a lot of money. They invested money into researching the damages that tobacco had. They came up with the results that tobacco was indeed damaging,
but they didn't want to give this information to the public. This information was kept. They invested in lobbying, and then all this money that went into lobbying, they managed to keep this secret from society. This is bad for society because there's no transparency whatsoever in politics, in the government. People don't know what's actually happening because these tech giants have so much political control. To move on to our second argument. Our second argument is an economic argument. I have less than a minute left.
This destroys business fabric. As I've already shown in innovation, these companies steal innovative ideas. Additionally, they create an oligopoly where they are the only ones who can sell. If you compete directly against them, they eliminate you, like they did with Snapchat. These businesses account to up to 80% of employment and have 13 times more patents as the big tech companies, which we can see in this piece of evidence from Forbes.
Our social arguments is the keystroke logging evidence that you asked for. Here it is from BBC. This piece of, I'm going to show it to the judges. This piece of evidence shows that it is illegal to actually keystroke. It doesn't say it in the terms of agreements that you accept. And just because you accept them doesn't mean they're positive. Thank you. Concluding this fine debate. I will begin my intervention by explaining how my team has clearly overall won this debate by indicating the mistakes done in the other team. Before I begin, I would like to thank the jury, the audience, and the opposing team for their collaboration in this debate. To begin, I will be reviewing the other team's arguments and how we have disproved them correctly. Your first argument talks about how tech giants create more jobs. However, we have shown that these jobs that they create are only low salary jobs, which give very bad work conditions, like we have shown in our evidences. They also destroy small businesses, which obviously does not create new jobs. Your second argument is about expression in social media. You say that it gives free speech. However, we have clearly rebuttal that by saying there is no censoring done in this free speech. And this, as we have shown, doesn't go against the freedom of speech, because freedom of speech it can only withstand if it's not harmful to others. Your third argument was about the environment and about renewable energies. However, you have failed to develop this point clearly, but we have answered by saying that these technological giants contaminate more than they produce renewable energies. Now that I have demonstrated how we have been able to rebuttal the other team, I will proceed to stress the importance of our own arguments. Our first argument is that of a political matter. These tech giants possess too much political influences in decisions that do not directly concern them. This influence is fueled by their excess money that can be used to manipulate, their investment in lobbying, which allows them to sway votes, and their advertisements, which put out the message they want you to see. Because of their size, they have enough influence to control tax rates. This brings us to our economic argument, because the money they don't pay in taxes can be used to bring innovation. Our economic argument states that because of their excess power, they are able to maintain an oligopoly, not allowing small businesses to prosper. They buy and destroy competition, copy and exploit ideas, and have an unfair advantage over advertisement. Last but not least, we brought a social argument, which voices what we all know to be true, which is tech giants have too much of our information, what we say, search, and receive. This leads to a consumer's population and a manipulation of the consumer. It is because of these three arguments, political, economical, and social, that the team Susan B. Anthony is completely against tech giants. Because what can be seen as shiny and new is completely rotten to the core. Thank you.
Hay que estar atento cuando se vayan a poner el tiempo.
afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
My name is Aaron Giovanni, and I will be doing the conclusion for my team, which is the Lions. Before doing so, however, I would like to thank the esteemed members of the opposing team, the judges, the chair, and the audience for your time, patience, and attention. To begin my conclusion, I would like to start talking about the points that the other team brought up. The first point that they brought up
Is that technological giants have too much power, which they use to influence the world negatively. They pointed out that they use their influence to influence political decisions, which is negative. We disagree, since we pointed out how social media allows people to voice their opinions and exercise their right to free speech, meaning that there are more
opinions out there in the world. This means that when people make any decisions, regardless of
whether they are of political nature or not, they have more opinions and more information to keep in mind, meaning that they make more educated decisions. So if anything, they influence politics in a positive way.
Their second point was economic. They said that technological giants are negative for the economy as they do not allow small businesses to flourish and buy other businesses in order to destroy them. We also disagree with this point as technological giants actually allow small businesses
to advertise their startups, which attracts customers. They also create jobs
that previously didn't exist, which discredits this argument very clearly. As far as the whole buying small companies
in order to destroy them argument goes, the example they use is the one of Snapchat, which first of all is a tech company. Technological giants do not buy
companies of any other sectors, meaning that the businesses of all of these other sectors are not affected. Besides, Snapchat is a massive company and is still flourishing. The final point that they brought up is that technological giants have
too much information about us, and they seem to think that technological giants obtain this information illegally. We described this argument pretty easily as well by pointing out the idea that our personal information is obtained illegally is bizarre.
Many technological giants such as Google and Facebook have many privacy policies which consumers agree to, meaning that technological giants cannot be held accountable for having their information. Next, I would like to talk about our points.
The first point our team put forward is that technological giants have helped in the increase of employment, not only in technology but also in various other sectors. They have managed to do this because of the multiplier effect. Our second point was on innovation and how it helps the development of LEDCs. By providing internet and LEDCs, technological giants help improve people's lifestyles while simultaneously empowering the country. This point was not rebutted. Our third point was that social media, a part of the technological giants, helps start conversations about taboo topics, which helps empower victims of sexual assault, whilst also promoting freedom of expression. They seem to think that freedom of expression is a negative thing, which is confusing. Our last point was about technological giants and their positive impact on the environment, which wasn't rebutted either. With that being said, I would like to again thank you for your time.
Ana.